Welcome back to Beyond Protocol. Most people know you through some of country's most sensitive investigations and high pressure responsibilities. Over nearly 4 decades in public life, you've dealt with organized crime, terrorism, narcotics, political pressure, and national security challenges, and some of the most complex situations a public servant can face. But beyond the cases, files, and headlines, you also observed human nature very closely. As your daughter, I've often wondered, what does a lifetime of seeing society from its sharpest edges teach someone about people, about power, pressure, leadership, and life itself? So today's conversation is not really about investigations. It's about what lies underneath that: human behavior, society, values, and the future we are building. I want to begin with the broader question of society and human nature. So, my first question to you is, what changed most in your understanding of society and humans at large?
No person is a born criminal.
Okay,
The circumstances makes a person criminal. The surroundings in which a person is living, the needs of the surrounding, the greeds makes a person criminal.
yeah,
So dealing with a criminal as a police officer is one aspect of dealing with crime and criminals.
okay,
In fact, as you have rightly said, societal pressures and
right,
developmental levels do condition the mindset of a criminal.
okay,
But at the same time, I must tell you, as a police officer, which I have seen, that 90% of the criminals or offenders are first timers in the crime.
okay,
Only 10% are habitual offenders.
wow,
Any society, the first time anybody who is committing a crime constitute 90% of the total crime.
wow,
And mostly the street crimes which are being committed, like bag lifting, chain snatching, molestation, etc.,
right,
is done by these first timers.
okay,
But now, with the passage of time, the nature of crime is also changing.
right,
Earlier, it was street crime. Now it is cybercrime.
right,
People are committing crimes sitting in a room in front of a laptop, and they make a lot of money out of that.
yeah,
Conventional crimes are being committed less.
okay,
Over a period of time and in the future also, cybercrime is going to take over the
right,
nature of the crime,
yeah,
and accordingly the the nature of the offender will also be explained.
yeah,
So people are more educated now, more
right,
intelligent, and they commit crimes intelligently. So how to handle those crimes depends upon the police officer who is handling such crimes.
yeah,
Conventional methods are was there, but one has to use the technology and non-conventional methods to tackle the modern day crime. Society definitely conditions the mind of a person who commits a crime.
okay,
So you cannot take away a criminal from the society. He is part of the society,
understood.
and he is bound to be uh, affected by the societal pressures.
Got it. So people often look at crime only as a law and order issue. But as you said, and as from your experience, crime is also connected to psychology, social environment, probably loneliness, greed, most often than not, and the need for power. So what do you think about that? What in your experience have you faced in such situations?
I'll explain it. You said three words: loneliness, greed, and ambition.
Yes.
Okay, it's very correctly you have put it out. Loneliness is one of the main reasons for the person to commit body crimes
Okay.
like rape, molestation,
Right.
murders, homicides, these types of crime, because person is lonely and
Yeah.
he is not been um, interacting with the peer group or his other friend or other people,
Yeah.
so that he can vent out his feelings or her feelings. So mostly these lonely people commit such crimes.
Okay.
Then come the greed,
Yes.
like to make more and more money.
Yes.
That is also bulk of crime is committed because of that.
Right.
And third is ambition. Most of the time, the white collar crimes are being committed due to unsatiated ambitions of making
Right.
money or accumulating power and all. So
Right.
these are the three conditions which
Them. Yeah.
conditions the mind to commit a crime. Yeah.
Understood. So I think one thing that clearly comes through is that society itself is changing rapidly thanks to more sophisticated crime like cyber crime, right? Especially for the younger generation, we're growing up in a different world. There is loneliness. We all live in a nuclear family. We all live by ourselves. There's availability of there's digital access. There's availability of information which is there for us. So I want to move into something that concerns many families and parents now. We're going to talk about young people, social influence, and modern vulnerability. So you've dealt with issues ranging from narcotics, organized crime, to radicalization and social influence. And today, many parents, including me, feel that younger generations are emotionally more vulnerable, more pressured, and more exposed than ever before. So you've seen many such vulnerable young minds, and you've seen how they get into, wrong path. Why do even intelligent and educated young people sometimes get pulled into such destructive paths?
I feel that because of the internet, the
Okay.
information is available and you can see so many things, you can read so many things, you have plenty of data to understand or to work on, and you have the people see so many things which they have not experienced at all, like
Right.
the videos and the things which have been shown on the internet. So they are attracted because of that. For
Okay.
example, I'll tell you, if a youngster is into gaming and all, and he's all the time hooked to the internet
Yeah.
and see videos and other things. All these videos, most of them show the plush side of the life, like
Yes.
luxury of life.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult for everyone to have that. So it's
Yes.
a sort of a trap by the people who put on such videos on the internet. So these youngsters, they are just sucked into that type of system.
Yeah.
So at the initial stages, like in the initial years of a child, it is very essential that the parents keep a total control over the activities of the youngsters
Absolutely.
on the internet.
Yeah.
That is must. But there is another difficulty now. The smartphones are there.
Yeah.
So outside home also they can use the internet and do it. So it's a
Yes.
very difficult situation. And being a parent, I have also been a parent. You all are also a parent now.
Yes.
So the best thing is to teach the kid the
Right.
right and the wrong and
Absolutely.
explain it. It's a difficult task, but it has to be done by the
Yes.
parents, by the teachers, and by the elders.
Right.
And now you cannot stop a child from accessing the internet, from
Absolutely.
accessing the this other things. on the internet.
Right, right.
Only thing is that as a parent, one has to make the child aware of the
Yes,
right thing and the wrong thing.
absolutely.
You have spoken about the drugs.
Yes,
I'll tell you, I had been DG Narcotics Control Bureau for some time.
yes,
And otherwise, also as a police officer, I have dealt with the drug issues. Drug is a cancer of the society.
absolutely.
Over a period of time, it has engulfed everyone. Even
Yes,
the elders are also hooked to this. It
right,
is damaging the society. I'll give you one personal example. When I was Police Commissioner Baroda, I
right.
was sitting in my office in the evening, somewhere around 6:30 or 7. I got a call from a public person, an elderly person. He wanted to talk to me, so my he had rung up my PA. He connected him to me, and he was telling me, "Ki, sir, please arrest." I said, "What happened?" He said, "My son is now 35-year old, and I'm unable to control him. Please arrest him." Then I asked him, "Why do you want him to be arrested?"
Yeah.
He said that, "Sir, I am 72 years old now. My son is a drug addict. I
Oh,
am living on the ninth floor of the society, like that high rise. And he is threatening me that if I don't give him money to buy drugs, he will jump and commit suicide.
oh my
I
God.
don't want to lose my child. So if you arrest him, put him in jail, at least his life will be saved."
Oh,
Like this, there are so
so
many
many.
stories are there which we have come across. Yes. The
Yes,
youngsters knowingly or unknowingly get into this, and then they're trapped, and once they start enjoying the drugs, they become addict. So
right,
it's a very difficult situation, and it's not a police problem per se. It is not that drug addict is not a criminal.
right.
He
Yes,
is he has been made a drug addict because of the acts of another criminal
another.
who is into drug trafficking. So as a
Absolutely.
police officer, we had to distinguish between the victim and the perpetrator of a crime.
Got it.
So almost in the Indian jails I have studied, almost 65% of population of drug people who have been arrested, 65% of them are only the consumers.
Oh
They are
my
not
God.
the sellers of. And the jails, they don't reform. They just throw
Yes,
or they push the person more deep, more difficult situation for us to handle, and it has to be handled by everyone,
right.
not only by the police, but everyone in the society. Drug is going to be one of the main issue for the law enforcement agencies,
Okay.
apart from the cybercrime. Yes.
So how do so I know it's a problem in the society, and parents, like you mentioned, the parent in this case was desperate for the son to be arrested, right? But as you also said, that's not a solution. Putting them in the jail does not reform them. So, what are some of the things which the government does or the police does for reform? Or are there any agencies which can come into the picture for reformation, for education, or how does one approach that?
The government is very sensitive about it, no doubt.
Okay,
In fact, the government of India has given a slogan that we should have a Nasha Mukt Bharat
right.
by 2000. So there is a comprehensive program run by the government for the drug de-addiction
Okay,
and rehabilitation of the drug addicts. And but because of the volume of people who are into drugs, the resources are limited.
right.
So it will take a lot of time to make it more effective. The
Understood.
government is trying to do it in a public public-private partnership mode also. But due to certain bad elements in the system, they
Right.
are misusing the de-addiction programs as well.
Okay.
So it's a long way to go, but the government is determined. There are a lot of agencies working for it, for
Right.
de-addiction, for rehabilitation, on the demand side, and on the supply side, of course, the enforcement agencies are there. They have been tasked to demolish the drug cartels and
Right.
catch the big.
Understood. So maybe what we could do is we could mention some of these facilities and agencies, and if a person is in need, they can contact those. We can do that in the comments, and they can reach out to them directly. That'll be a good idea. My next question is, what are some of the warning signs which families often miss when it comes to their own children or young adults they are dealing with, in terms of the child drifting away emotionally, mentally, or socially?
I am feeling that mothers can read their children very well.
Right.
And the first sign is that when the kid start avoiding the parents,
Okay.
maybe to say, he'll tell you, Mama, I want to study in my room. Don't disturb me.
Okay.
Don't do that. That is the first warning signal.
Yeah.
And then when you are going out, the kid will say, I will not go out with you. I'll
Right.
have my own group. I'll go with my group of friends and this and that. No doubt you cannot avoid that. All
Yeah.
the time you cannot be with the kid. But as parents, the fathers and the mothers will have to spend more time with the kids.
Child. Yeah.
Nowadays, both parents are working
Yes.
and their job pressures are so much that they don't have time for the kids, or
Yeah.
they don't have time to spend with the kids. And
Absolutely.
that is where this drifting takes place, and kid becomes unmanageable after some time. So,
Absolutely.
as I've told you, nobody is a born criminal, or nobody
Yeah.
is a this thing who can commit crimes or do certain things which are not wanted. Only the circumstances make a child or a person uh, wayward, to say.
Understood. Understood. No, we've also seen while growing up, I think that's something I want to mention here is we are very close to both of you and we would share all our things, both my brother and I. But yes, there was definitely, we were told what is right, what is not. Our consumption of media was monitored. So whether it was television first or internet later, our peer group was also very known to both of you. We did not have friends which were not known to you. Their parents were known to both of you, and there was definitely a supervision which was constantly there. Both of your supervision, guidance, we could come to either one of you and talk about where we are going, what we are doing. So I think along with the parents' supervision, I think keeping that communication channel open with the children. And
You have to be friends with the children.
yes,
The child should not think that, should not fear the parents.
fear the parents. Extent, now that I'm a parent, I feel supervision is required. Also, the child should be comfortable to come and talk about their feelings, whether whether they're going through a bad phase or a good phase. Just talking to your parents or your sibling, whoever is your closest adult nearby, the children should talk to them with an open heart and without any judgment. So I think that worked in our favor. We could come and talk to you and talk to our mom about anything and without judgment. So that really helps. When we speak about pressure on society and young people, it also brings us to another important theme, which is responsibility and leadership under pressure. Because over the years, you've also worked in environments involving enormous public scrutiny, political sensitivity, and national responsibility. So, what does sustained pressure reveal about people and leadership?
It's a very difficult question to answer, but I'll try to answer that. Now, I have worked in a situation or in the circumstances where everything was scrutinized very minutely by
Yes,
the social media, electronic media, the print media, and
yeah,
most of the time the family was targeted. If you
right,
remember,
yes,
every one of us in the family was targeted.
right,
Okay. And it was a very difficult situation as a
yes,
father and as a professional.
right,
So it's very difficult, but I had already told you that if you are mentally strong,
yes,
if you believe in yourself,
right,
if your conscience is clear, and
yes,
if you feel that you have not committed any wrong,
yes,
then you have the strength to face these types of pressures or
yeah,
attacks.
absolutely,
Very difficult. It's very easy to say this, but if
right,
you're mentally and is strong from within,
right,
there the meditation and puja, which I used to do, had come into
absolutely,
play.
right,
So this is the only thing which can carry you through. I'm not
right,
talking about only myself. There
yeah,
are number of public servants
yeah,
who are undergoing lot of scrutiny and attacks by people who are interested in demolishing us or you or anyone.
right,
So to deal with such people or such situation, only thing is that believe in yourself
yeah,
and listen to your conscience.
amazing. It
What
is very
what can
difficult.
do it?
Yeah,
Nothing is impossible, I must say. If somebody
yeah,
else is trying to unsettle you, if you
yeah,
are unsettled, then his purpose is achieved. But if
absolutely,
you don't get unsettled, and in the
yeah,
process you unsettle the person who is trying to do that, then of
right.
course that is the thing you should aim at.
Absolutely. I think, sustained pressure, you've been on the field and there is a certain training which comes in your profession to deal with these pressures. Um, but as you mentioned, the family gets involved, and that's the last thing a public figure would want, right? And in that situation, also, as I mentioned earlier as well, communicating within the family, right? Communicating effectively to your spouse, to your children, to the larger family as well is very important to ease that pressure from the person, right? So you don't have to carry everything alone. You have your support system. So it's very important to have that within your family and within your family dynamics. Were there any moments in your public life where carrying responsibility felt emotionally heavy, or you felt lonely while doing that?
Yes, quite a few. I had been undergoing a lot of stress because
Yeah.
of such situations, and I must tell you, most of the times it was not possible for me to explain everything to you all or to the family or
Yes.
to the. You have to keep it within yourself because most of the professional things people will not understand.
Absolutely.
Most of the time, when I was aware that this thing is going to happen
Yeah.
and people are conspiring like this against me,
Yeah.
there's no need for me to tell my family, my wife, or children, or other relatives. Otherwise, they'll get panicky and then
Yes.
they pressure on me to pull back yourself.
Right.
Then it becomes very difficult to fight.
Right.
That is also one situation. There's another situation when are under a lot of stress, you share it with your family members, near dear ones, so that you feel relaxed and
Yes.
at ease. Both the things are there. But in the professional life, most of the time, it is very difficult to tell everything
Yeah.
openly and to the family.
Right.
Otherwise, family will be unnerved and they will unnecessarily will be disturbed.
Right.
So sometimes I used to keep things in me,
Right.
do it, and once it was done, then of course I used to tell you people.
Right, right. No, definitely. I think it's important to choose your battles also as an individual, and we learn over our lives as well, over our own experiences that you choose your own battle and you choose your battles well. You decide which battle you want to fight alone and in which you want to fight with your family by your side. Um, so all these experiences really kind of bring out the human being behind the public figure that you are. It also shows the value which you carry, the personal values, right, which have shaped over time, your family values, your childhood values, which kind of stand by you right now. And that brings me to something more personal in the next segment, which is despite such an intense public life, disciplined, emotional strength, you were always deeply present at home, right? There was, I mean, we never felt that you were not present in our lives. And, you knew about what's happening in school, what's happening in college, what's happening with my brother, what's happening with mom. So, looking back today, how would you describe yourself as a parent or your parenting philosophy?
One has to be a family man
Yeah,
to be successful in the career. You have to be a very good family person so that at least mentally
yeah,
you are at ease and you are having a confidence to face the society with more vigor and more bravely to say.
right,
So one has to pay attention to the family issues also.
right.
Be with the family members also to look
Yeah,
after your needs, to look after you or the family members. And secondly, I always believed that I should not put my children or my family under any sort of stress.
okay.
I'll explain it to you. Suppose when you were growing up, so every parents now they wish that my son or daughter should become a good engineer or good
Yeah,
doctor or this and that, whatever it is. I always felt that I should not ask my
yes,
children to do this or to do that.
that's
Let
right.
them do whatever they feel like to do. I am supposed to provide the circumstances, the facilities, the atmosphere in which they
Yeah,
can fulfill their wishes. I
right.
should be a facilitator. So both myself and your mom, we
Yes,
were facilitating the kids. So I hope you understand that you both were never under any pressure to do this or
never,
to,
never. That's true. We were never under any
and
pressure.
we never scolded you or
No,
your brother as to why your marks are less or.
never. That's true. Yes.
And secondly, don't compare the children with others' children.
Yeah, very important. Yes.
Everybody is different. Everybody will do well in his or her life. So that
Yeah.
was my attitude and my mom's attitude also.
Right.
So every parent should have this type of attitude that
Yeah.
give full freedom to children to
Children.
choose their career or do whatever they feel like. Of
Absolutely.
course, as parent, one should guide
Yeah.
that this is the right path, this is the wrong path. If you
Right.
do this, you will do better. It's a difficult thing, but it comes with the passage of time.
Right.
So
Yes.
now today, what is happening? It's a very competitive world today. Earlier also it was there, but
Yeah.
now it is more competent, more competitive.
Right.
Every parent is so crazy that
Right.
if my son or daughter doesn't score this much,
Right.
he or she will not be admitted in this college or that college.
Right.
If you
Yes.
remember when you cleared your schools, you
Yes.
had an option to study anywhere in a good
Yes.
college. So we always had this feeling that any college you study, ultimately what you do in your life is
It
more
matters.
important.
Absolutely.
That children should not be put under any stress.
Any
Let them
stress.
be a free bird. Let them be enjoy their moments of childhood and all.
Yeah.
Every child will do well. Like I
Absolutely.
told you, I was brought up in an environment where competitiveness was there definitely, but we were never pressurized to do this, to secure this or to secure that. But that relaxed mind is essential,
No,
even
this
for
is
the
great.
kid to grow.
This is great parenting
Yes.
philosophy. I think, yes, that's true that while growing up, my brother and I never had you and mom tell us that, oh, you have not scored this much, or you should take up this. Whether if it was choosing science, arts, or commerce, I think both of you never told us what to do. We chose it ourselves. Even the path we chose in our lives or the decisions we took for our careers was purely ours. We learned from our mistakes as well. We realized ourselves that the marks which we are getting is probably not the best, and we can put in hard work. So yes, I think parents today, as a parent myself, it's very difficult, as you said, to not compare or to not get overwhelmed with the information which is there, and with the opportunities which are there for our children today. And that's what I think is happening, that today children are growing up under a lot of emotional pressure than the previous generation, and I think it happens over every generation. So what do you have to tell about that?
There should not be any pressure on children. Like, I think more pressure is from the parents'
Parents.
side.
Okay.
Once you start comparing your kid with others' kids,
Yeah.
and then the kids are under pressure. I'll
Right.
give you one example. If you have a daughter
Yes.
and uh, she wants to dance, she wants to run, she
Yeah.
wants to enjoy. So you should not put a spanner into that. No,
Yeah.
you should not do this. You should now study, read the book, or do that, or do this.
Right.
Let them uh, enjoy themselves. Let them do whatever they want to do. You
Right.
never know which skill will take them where.
Understood.
So, one thing is this. Secondly, now why children are under a lot of pressure?
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of information in front of them.
Right.
Anything happening in the world or anything happening in their surroundings, they know very fast. They come to know very fast,
Right.
whether through TV or through internet or through mobile or whatever.
Yes.
They are more aware of their surroundings.
That's right.
And once you have more data before you, more information before you, your duty bound to become confused.
Confused.
That what
Right.
is so
Absolutely.
it's a
Absolutely.
process, like every age, every generation. There
Right.
is a different problem and they handle it and come out of it. So one need not be worried too much about this stress part on the kids.
Right.
I have a feeling that as a parent, we are more stressed than kids.
Right.
Because you see, if the school exams are there, the moms and the parents, they
Yes.
take leave from their jobs and they prepare their kids and all. So this is, I don't believe in this. Let them
Right.
handle themselves.
Right. That brings us to the last question of this segment, where I want to ask two questions actually. What do parents misunderstand most about children today? And what do children misunderstand most about their parents today?
This is a question of communication gap
Right,
because children, they don't understand their parents correctly because parents want to become more dominating over the child.
right,
Okay. And parents don't understand their kids because the kids are not allowed to express freely, discuss freely with their parents. You
right.
will shut up your kids very quickly if talking not talking in your language. So
Yes,
let them speak, let them talk. There
absolutely.
should be communication, there should be discussion. Then
Absolutely.
only this issue will be subsided.
Right,
Children are misunderstood because we, as parents, we are also aware what is happening with the kids elsewhere because of the internet, because of the information available. So you want to check the kids accordingly. It's a
right,
very difficult thing to explain. But basic thing is that keep the channels of communication open. So
right.
there is no misunderstanding of it.
Understood. No, this is great. I think communication is key in any family dynamic, in any situation. Um, the next section, we're going to talk about character, society, and legacy. So, after decades of seeing society at both its strongest and most fragile moments, I'm very curious to understand what still gives you hope and what concerns you the most about where we are headed. So, you've seen the worst of crimes, you've seen, as a police officer, you must have seen situations where you've seen society at its worst. What is it that it gives you hope, and what concerns you the most about where we are headed?
I am a born optimist.
Okay.
I am very clear. I always believe that whatever is happening is good for the society, and
Right.
society will become better after undergoing this journey.
Okay.
So one has to be hopeful for a better times. One has to be optimist all the times.
Right.
If you see, most of the time, every generation, people say that my generation is good, your generation is not good,
Yeah.
this is bad, this is not done, something of that. So our parents also used to tell us that in our times we were so good, now you people are not doing this,
Right.
not doing that, and times are very difficult. So every generation, this type of talks are there.
Right.
Only thing is that we should always be hopeful in for the betterment of the situation.
Situation.
Handle it, take it forward. So future is not dark. Future is bright.
Right. That's a good way to
And
look at
yes,
things. Right.
yes.
So after 40, almost 40 years in public service, and after wearing so many hats and dealing with so many situations, what eventually matters most in life for you?
I will again say belief in yourself.
Right.
Yes, belief in you or belief in oneself is the most important thing. One should be confident about oneself. That is the most important thing. And secondly, again, I'll repeat the same thing. Nobody is bad and nobody is good.
Right.
Look at the positive aspect of everything,
Right.
whether whether it is a personal person or society or government or anything.
Right.
Positives have to be looked into. If you start looking into the negatives, you will be a pessimist all the time.
Yeah, it's like a
One
black
has to
hole.
be, yeah, definitely. Problems will be there, are bound to be there.
Right.
But nothing is impossible. That should be the attitude. You can do anything.
Understood.
Society can do it. Yes.
Now that's amazing. I think we as your children have learned from it. As I keep saying that we learn from our parents and we learn from our grandparents and we pass it down to our children. I think that's something which we've learned, that look at the positives, look at how you can overcome a situation in life which is not going as per how you would like it to be. That brings me to the last question, which is what kind of society do you hope we leave behind for the next generation?
We are not leaving behind any bad things. We have done a lot. You see, our country, if you see, since independence, we have grown to one of the powerful countries in the world.
Right.
And our society has grown. India has more than 65% of young people, and they have a bright future ahead. If we
Absolutely.
use the younger generation in positive manner, the nation will achieve many heights.
Right.
So we are leaving behind a good society, no doubt about it. There is a scope of improvement, and the present generation is more competent, more informed, and more dedicated towards work. That is what I feel. The
Okay.
only thing is that we should guide them properly as elders in the society.
For the younger generation like myself and the younger generation which is coming up, I think it's very important to know that uh, the government and people who are working for the government, like the public servants, they're there for you. They're not against you, right? I
Yeah,
think that is something the younger generation really needs to realize, it that the government is working for you, the public servants are there to help you, guide you, and nobody is against you. But if you are on the wrong path, they're there to correct you.
definitely. Police is a friend of the society.
Absolutely.
Why the police is being hated? The police, or why the police is being dreaded?
Yes.
I think the basic flaw is in us only, in the society.
Okay.
Because when the child is born,
Yeah.
the child is not drinking milk
Yeah.
or not
Oh,
sleeping or not studying. What do
yes.
you say?
Police.
Don't do this, otherwise police will come and catch you.
Yes.
So that negative mindset starts from there.
Right.
And when the kid grows and becomes an adult, that mindset becomes solidified. So we
Right.
should change our attitude. And I had served in the police force. Police comes from the same society. They
Absolutely.
are also human beings. They also have families.
Yes.
So they are not bad people. In
Absolutely.
every society, there are few who are bad, but because of those few, the entire force should not be blamed. So this is
Absolutely.
what I want to tell you. And police, 99% policemen are very humane in approach. I
Yes.
have seen so many policemen, constables, head constables helping the needy people, but
Yes.
nobody publicize that.
Of
So there are
course,
a lot
yes.
of stories I have, but it's not the forum to say that. The only thing I'll tell is that don't have a negative mindset with regard to police. Police comes from the same society. They are human beings and they are also human towards the society.
Absolutely. So well said, because I think the image of police through Bollywood or through, as you said, through few instances which people face, I think that affects the entire force. And along with you, we've seen that side of the policing and the police families we belong to. It's amazing. I mean, the work they do for the public. Without anything in return. So it's not transactional. They're doing it because they believe in it. And it's amazing. So, yes, for the younger generation, the government, the police, the public servants are working for you. You should consider them as part of your own society and reach out to them when you need them. And also consider that they are always there for you. They're working 24 hours, so they're always available and they're always there for you. Um, that brings us to the end. You've seen society from angles very few people ever have or will ever do. You've seen the consequences of fear, of greed, ambition, power, and resilience very up close. And now that after everything you've witnessed over 4 decades, I think it's commendable to say that you're still very rooted in terms of your values, how you still have that ambition to serve the public. So that never goes from a public servant. And you're always forever ready to help anybody in the public. I think I've seen that across the board with so many people within our family who are from the public services and outside, that they're always ready to help people. So I think this is great. It also brings out the human side of you and other public servants who are there. So thank you so much for this episode and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.